What's up, everybody? It's Josh here with Brushy Creek Outdoors. I'm going to do an unboxing today. Just got my new camera from Spypoint. Got the new Spypoint Flex. Just a quick story. I had this camera. It was the Link WMV LTE. I bought it new probably maybe 6 months ago or so. And I bought it from Walmart. Got everything set up on it. I powered it up, put it out. Worked great for probably 2 months, 2.5 months, and I started having issues with it. It would not transmit photos to my phone. It would show me that it was taking pictures, and it would check in and give me a check-in time on the app and everything. But it would not transmit photos. I called customer service, and there was a firmware update that I wasn't aware about. So, and if anybody has dealt with Spypoint customer service, it's really difficult to get a hold of them. You might wait an hour. They have an option for a callback, and that's what I do just about every time, and it takes 3 or 4 hours sometimes for them to get back with you. So my issue was obviously the camera, but my camera was out in the woods, so they could not really do anything. They just told me I needed to update my firmware and make sure I had batteries, fresh batteries in it. So kayaked across the lake, got the camera, updated the firmware, which is kind of a task. But anyway, so got the new firmware installed, set the camera up here at the house, set it on my desk, and it sent 3 or 4 pictures. So I thought the problem was solved. The day I was going to go set it back out, it stopped transmitting again, and I would get a solid green light. It would go through red, orange, green like it's supposed to, and it would start flashing green or orange, indicating the signal strength. And it would turn green. You could tell it would take one photo, and then the green light would just stay on permanently. And everything you read online on Spypoint website, there is no troubleshooting for a solid green light. So eventually I got a hold of customer service again. I talked to them for probably 45 minutes on the phone before they confirmed that the camera was inoperable. Did not work, could not be fixed over the phone. So they gave me an option, which was awesome. They were going to replace the camera, the same exact camera for no charge, or I could upgrade. I just had to pay the difference, which was roughly $52 and some change. So I chose to go ahead and upgrade. So that's what I did. So we're going to do an unboxing here. I was going to do kind of a review on, you already know about the Link WMV. I haven't had anybody tell me they've had the same issue, but that's the issue I had with it. So no, that's why I chose to upgrade. I didn't want to have to go through it again if it was something with this particular camera. But my original Spypoint, it was the Tiny W. It's got the display on the back. It was not a cellular camera. It was before the cellular cameras were around. It had a tiny little pod that you also put an SD card in it, and it would go up to, I think, a couple 100 yards. So you could actually have the pod in your deer stand and the camera out. And whenever the camera took a picture, it would transmit the photo to that little pod. So when you got to your deer stand, instead of having to go and pull your SD card, you could just go straight in, take the SD card out of the pod inside of your deer stand, and check the card right there. So that was pretty cool. That was top of the line innovation whenever my wife bought me this camera. And these things were like 400 bucks, like way more expensive than the cell cameras made by Spypoint now. So had that one. It still works. I just pulled it down yesterday because I knew the flex was coming in. So I'll move this somewhere else where it's convenient to check, and I'll take the flex and put it out in its place. So awesome camera. Second Spypoint I ever had was the Cell Link LTE. You'll find just about nothing but bad reviews on these things. It worked really good for like the first month, and then it went haywire. Would not transmit photos. I had it. It's supposed to be compatible. It's got this little SD card you plug into any camera, and it's supposed this. Whenever that camera takes a picture, this transmits just like a cell camera itself to your phone. Like I said, worked for 30 days. I had it actually on that Spypoint, this older Spypoint here. I had it paired with it, and it worked great for a little bit, and then it took a crap on me. So this is literally brand new. It was out for less than a month. And then I've had one other camera. It was one of the older models, one of the first cellular cameras that they came out with, and it was a great, best camera I've had. But well, I guess during the winter, the creeks started rising, and I had it on a creek line, and it got flooded. So that was that. So now I've got the old flex. That's what's supposed to be in here. Nipple. Don't have a knife on me. She just brought it. Pretty pumped up about this. I've heard a lot of good things. Since that other camera has gone out, I've actually got invested in a muddy camera, and that thing is awesome. I don't want to get away from Spypoint just because I've been with them for so long, but that's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. So hopefully this thing works. So if you ever have any issues and they do replace the camera, they send you a box. It's got a shipping label in it. You just put your old camera in, mail it back to them, keep the new camera. So this is what we got. Looks pretty awesome. There's several reviews on this camera so far, and I've heard really good things about it. So it says, let's see, 1080 video. Says 2 SIMS cards preloaded that are included. So I'm sure it'll either have AT&T or Verizon, I believe. Yeah. 33 megapixels. It's supposed to automatically connect to the best cellular network, so no more fighting just with AT&T. And that's some of the issues that, one of the other issues that I've had is if for whatever reason you're in a poor service area for AT&T, then the camera is not gonna transmit the photo. So this is supposed to be an upgrade. Supposed to take care of those problems, so we'll have to find out. So yeah, let's bust this thing open. Old broadhead. If anybody out there has already been using this camera, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Like I said, I've never used it. I don't have any friends that have this camera yet. So anything you got to say about it, let me know down in the comments. Alright. Antenna. Pretty heavy duty antenna compared to the others. A lot thicker. Like that. Alright. Let's see. So remove tape for use. Got it. That. Alright, sweet. There it is. First impressions. Looks pretty awesome. It's a lot more bulky than the newer cameras like the Lynx or the Micros, but feels pretty heavy duty. And it's got this little red cap for the antenna. Get that. definitely like this antenna a lot better. It's a lot stouter. You can tell with it's Link WMV like this thing. I hate that. You cannot tighten that thing up. And so, like, if you want to try to point it towards a gap in the trees or something like that, I mean, that thing's falling over. So, yeah, this, I mean, there's no, it'll move back and forth, but wherever you move it, it's staying. So it just doesn't have that pivot, you know, that second axis. But fine with that. Let's see. Sweet. So yeah, it actually has a format button. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got a format button. I'd have to do some reading, but that'd be pretty awesome if that's what it is, and you don't have to put an SD card into the computer to format it. Maybe it says format your memory card. Immediately hold the format button for 5 seconds. Format LED will turn green. That's pretty sweet. So that'll save you some time right there and some headache having to get like an adapter to put a micro USB in your computer and pull it up and format it that way. I mean, it doesn't take very long, but it's kind of an inconvenience sometimes. So that'll take care of it. But yeah, guys, so just a quick little video. Spypoint Flex. I'll make a second video. I'm gonna go put it out just right down the road from the house. I've got a lot of deer movement down there, so I'm gonna leave it out down there for a few days, and I'll get back with y'all and give you a real review of what I think. As far as appearances go, the thing is pretty sweet, pretty solid unit. So yeah, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all's time, and we'll see y'all in the woods.